Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here. And in this episode, I want to break down a trade I took today with my team. And you can see here, this is my Telegram group. If you want to be part of my team, make sure to check my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. And you'll find out I'm offering a bundle in there, which is for a one-time payment. You're part of the team forever, and you can see me trade live every day. Especially Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday. That's when I go live on Zoom. Today, I did not go on Zoom, but I do send all the breakdowns and pretty much the signals into this group. Okay. Um, I don't like calling it signals because this is more than that. Okay. I'm telling them exactly what I'm doing, why I took the trade. I explain video summaries where I'm explaining throughout, what is going on, why I took the trade, why do I think the price is gonna get there, and let me just break it down here. This is in the morning. This was at around 8 a.m., 8:02. I sent a video and I sent this image right here. This is quite interesting right here because this was the whole thing. This was the whole prediction for me for this day. This is what I wanted to see the price doing. Now, one thing is that I was actually bullish. Like my bias since yesterday, when the market opened, when the Asian session opened, we did have this little new weekly opening gap right here. When it was opening, I had marked up this weekly high, and what I wanted to see is I wanted to see the price be choppy overnight. Is what I was explaining yesterday on my team. Um, that I wanted to see price actually go choppy overnight, and then for the price to be somewhere here during New York session. Once New York session opens, I could be looking for buys targeting that weekly high. But what happened instead? We can see that during London session, the market actually did go up. So let me just show you here. Look at this. Look at the picture, right? You see the picture. What my prediction was at 8 8:10, 8 a.m., right? And then after that, so the prediction was exactly, it did the actual move. I was expecting the price to sweep, manipulate, and then displace to the downside. Look at this. The prediction was exactly as I was saying. I wanted to see the price did sweep, displacement to the downside, shift in the structure. The rest is history right here. So let's go on the daily. This is yesterday's candle, right? Friday's candle. Right here, we see that the candle did actually close above. Body of the candle, based on candle signs, I'm seeing that on the daily, this candle did sweep the high, right? We did close above the previous candle high. So I'm expecting today, Monday, for price to go towards this high, okay? Now, on the weekly time frame, based on how we closed last week, huge rejection right here, right? So I was kind of expecting that high to be taken. And what time? That's another thing that is going on right here that I was a little intrigued by. This is this huge fair value gap right here that we're still kind of holding. This is a nice bearish fair value gap. We're still kind of inside of it. So let's go lower. We see that on a 1 hour, the price seems to be very, very choppy right here. Let's go 15 minute. So let me bring the sessions, the time zone right here. There we go. So let me change it to, see, so from 8 a.m. So New York session opens at 8 a.m. Okay. So look where price was right here. I trade New York session only. I do not trade London. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing. Price is currently in this range. And I'm explaining my team that, guys, I want to see I was expecting price to be here this morning. Sadly, it was not. It would actually went up during what time? This was 3 in the morning. This is London session. So London session was already taking the weekly high. So by the time I wake up, right, and I'm looking for a setup during New York session, I'm seeing, okay, we already swept this high, already taken, right? So what's the probabilities? What are the chances? What did it happen tonight, overnight? What did it happen? I'm seeing all of these lows right here. This low, this low, this low, this relative equal low, especially this relative equal low. That was the target that I was most interesting to. So all of these lows, all of these recent lows, this is all engineered liquidity. We just swept this high. No, I knew at this point, since my bias sort of changed now. I was bullish, right? But I was bullish the day before, but I wanted to see the prices stay here. But overnight, price went up without me. It swept this liquidity, and now New York session is opening. I'm seeing that liquidity was already taken. So I'm changing my bias now. I want to try to look for a sell. I want to try to target all of these lows. I'm seeing all of this as the next liquidity to be taken. Since we already swept this highs, we're probably going to displace lower. So by the time New York session opens, I'm sure we're going to try to go towards these lows, especially this double bottom, right? So right here, we also have the new day and new weekly opening gap. Okay, they tend to act like magnets. Okay, so according to ICT, this zones are really good throughout the week, and there are zones that we can actually target. So if we have a setup, of course. So if you look here now on the 5 minute time frame, the market was sweeping, taking this liquidity up. Now, I made a first entry on the 1 minute. I actually went on the 1 minute time frame. 8:30. This was 8:30. Today we did not have any news. We do have PPI tomorrow and CPI on Wednesday, and then unemployment claims on Thursday. The strongest one is going to be actually CPI. So, anyways, we did not have any news. So we did sweep this liquidity to the upside, and then I'm just waiting to see if price is going to displace below this low. So price actually does displace, it does close below. So I'm taking right there, I'm already entering. I'm placing a small position right about there, placing my stop loss here, and then I'm targeting this low, that relative equal low right here, this double bottom. That was the first entry, small. Okay, told my team, guys, I'm gonna take this shot. I'm taking aggressively this entry. I want to see what's gonna be formed after that. So price does push. Why am I getting in? Because I'm getting a change in the state of delivery. That's a change in the state of delivery. So it was a little aggressive entry. I was not waiting for the the actual unicorn to be formed. So sadly, there was no unicorn. We did have a breaker and a change in state of delivery right here, but there was no unicorn because there was no fair value gap right here. You see the price actually starts dropping. There was no imbalance, no fair value gap. So this is a low probability setup. Okay. I was taking that first shot. Then I switched to the 5 and I was like, okay, I still have the 5 minute here and it's looking quite good. I'm going to wait then. This is the first one, an earliest position, small lot size, just to see. And then I have the change in the state of delivery on the 5 minute time frame. So I'm waiting for this to happen so I can probably hop in with a bigger lot size now, right? But I need to see ideally, my unicorn. So waiting right here, we actually close below, right? The price actually does end up closing below. Now, I was taking more position, taking another position right there. And as you can see, the next candle ended up building this fair value gap with a beautiful breaker, right? So now we have a change in the state of delivery on the 5, not just on the 1 minute time frame, on the 5, and it's cleaner. It's much cleaner. We do have a fair value gap right here. Beautiful. So my first entry was right there. Then I added 2 more positions in this area, one there and another one at the at the breaker. So I had a total of 3 positions today. This is how I was able to make about $1,000. So from here, you can see price does pull back, taps, respects the breaker. The most important thing here is the breaker. Okay, the price did come up, tap the fair value gap, and the breaker is not closing above my breaker. That's very important. This is something I consider like, hey, if I happen to have a closure, if a body of the candle closes above my breaker, that's a disrespect for me, and I most likely will close, because from there, chances for my trade to play out are very low, like 95, 98%, I would say. Probabilities that is not gonna work. You're probably wrong. So I do pay strong attention to my breaker all the time, especially if it's a unicorn. I pay attention strongly to the breaker. I want to see that breaker being respected, right? Now, look at, by the time I'm making this entry, the stock exchange is not open yet. So I know there's volatility. There's about to come in a few minutes, right? As soon as the stock exchange opens, we're going to have volatility. So here we go. 9:30, boom, it comes back up into the breaker. And I'm just waiting. I'm actually in profits. I was able to take some partial profits. I put this one on break even. The first entry, I put it on break even. My second and third entry right here, of course, I was not able to put it on break even just yet. But I was waiting to see if this breaker would hold the price. If I see a candle closing above, I am out. Most likely I'm closing. So look at what happened. After that, pretty much price just went straight down really quick. It was just that, like that. 10 minutes. It took two candles, basically, two 5-minute candle. Of course, the stock exchange open took about 15 minutes, actually, 15-minute candle. So it was pretty quick. Uh, from the moment I made the first entry, let's measure out. So from the moment I made the first entry until the TP was hit, in total it was about an hour, 10 minutes. But you see that the volatility came out at 9:30. So if I would have placed my entry right here at 9:30, it would have taken 15 minutes to hit the TP, just like that, really quick. So this is why I love trading this type of concepts, uh, because it saves me so much time. I don't have to be waiting for hours until my stop loss or take profit gets hit. you know so this is why it's so cool for me to trade um, indices and use this techniques from ICT, because I can get stopped out really quick or hit the TP really quick. you know that I want to know what's going to happen at the moment, right away. I don't like holding, for example, a trade for like 4 or 5 hours and turned out is a losing trade. It really sucks, right? So scalping probably is not for everybody, but is the best for me. Is the one that I love. So from there, pretty much you see prices got choppy the entire morning. After that, look at this ugly thing. Is we have no news today. So price went down and it pushed up, then crashed again. So we are really going nowhere. There's probably still a lot of uncertainty. What's going to happen with the CPI report? I'm sure it's going to be probably bad news. I think we're still bearish, to be honest. I think like I would not be surprised if Nasdaq crashes back down, if the CPI brings the market down again. I would not be surprised. So anyway, so just wanted to break this thing down for you guys. Since I was doing a poll on the free Telegram, if you want to follow me on Telegram, then just make sure to check on the description. You're going to find a link. Okay, this is where I post even ideas throughout the week, and right here, right, really good ideas. Take it as signals, but I always break it down. So I want you guys to see what I'm doing, understand what I'm doing, and not just paying attention to signals. Okay. So I am a mentor. If you like how I trade, if you like my trading style, if you think that the videos I post constantly on YouTube are actually helping you and you feel like you need some sort of helping hand, just make sure to check my website, teamprofitsfx.com. I provide mentorship, unlimited mentorship. There's a one for a one-time payment. You're part of my team forever. You can always come back to me. I do provide classes every Saturday. I do. You can see me trade live every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Zoom. Okay, you can take trades with me, or you can just simply follow me and see what's my approach. On the markets, and you can start learning and repeat this thing for yourself and do it yourself. This is what I want to do. So I commit to teach you. If you're willing to learn, you want to be part of the team forever, go check it out. There's a discount right now, so hope you like it. So thanks again, guys, for watching. I would appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up in this video. It helps me. It motivates me to keep posting content for free in this YouTube channel. We're growing. We're 15K right now. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. And I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, take it easy.